Hey guys, welcome to Chat with KST. It's your girl Kay, and today we are talking Meg Thee Stallion and Joe Budden. So we all know Joe Budden has his platform, the Joe Budden podcast, where he shares his opinion like everyone else on his platform. He recently shared some sentiments regarding not feeling as though Meg Thee Stallion is his favorite person. He did receive backlash from ladies, which he then apologized later for how he spoke. Let's listen to him.
Fan and my dislike for the girl. So let me be clear to the audience. That has nothing to do with this case or Tory Lanez. For me personally, I've seen this woman do horrible things to some really great people that I have long-standing relationships with in this industry. So I'm biased. Like, you can't just treat my friends and people I with and people I've seen in this game for 15 years a certain way. That aside, I'm talking about her and what she's chosen to do professionally. I want to be clear, I don't know her as a person. She could be amazing, but there's a lot to deal with when you sign, and a lot happens fast.
Okay, so that's what he said initially. He's like, look, I don't know Megan, but at the end of the day, I do feel like, some of the things that I've been hearing about her isn't so good. So therefore, I am not in the most deepest support of her. I'm not the biggest Megan fan. It is what the ladies had to say about him.
Joe Budden, if you don't button it up and sit your jab down hating on that girl, okay, y'all mad because the girls right now is ruling rap. It's just driving y'all crazy that the sisters is just ruling and taking numbers and can tell y'all about yourself, look sexy with it. It's a new day, but if you wanted some attention, to be honest with you, I think that's the wrong one to try and get it from, because it's really coming out. Facts are finally coming out after so many years of this trial being long awaited, that she was shot. So, get used to it, brother. It's a new day. Girls are ruling. Sorry, Joe Budden. That's going Joe Budden.
So that's what Vivica A Fox had to say, and a lot of people were like, saying something along the same lines. But if you know Joe Budden, he's not going to allow anything to pass. So he speaks on what Claudia Jordan and Vivica A Fox had to say. And this is what he had to say.
Claudia Jordan, shut the up. You gotta shut the up. It can get bad. Vivica Fox, hold up. Once regarded as the black woman all of America wanted to be with. Just so we clear on that. Long fall from grace. You don't know how to usefully use your broth. So now, be very careful with how y'all continue to speak about me, because I got right here Vivica Fox movies. And let me tell you, girl, here you go right here, 2021, Aquarium Dead. 2020, some called Arkansas. Then you was in Hooking Up. Vivica Fox, shut the up before I book you for a movie. It don't cost but $5 to get it done. I will book that entire Fox old show for $75.99. You better leave me alone. Mind your business. Okay. Claudia Jordan.
So that's what he had to say. Joe, that is Joe Budden. He hits below the belt. Yeah. So before I give my opinion on this sticky situation, he had something else to say to Megan Thee Stallion, and I just wanted to play it here for you guys. One sec.
I'm apologizing to Meg, the people that love her, her handlers, her team, the people that have to support her through what has to be an exhausting trial. I listened back. I got a few phone calls from women that I love and appreciate and admire. You didn't do a good job of telling me. They've been kicking my... That didn't really explain it well. I'm apologizing for the careless manner in which I joked about her mental health. That didn't sit right with my soul and my spirit. And one of them Twitter checked me too. I appreciate it. He did it very eloquently. I liked him. But that's not funny, because whether you believe her or don't believe her, can you afford to be wrong? And the answer is no. I would not feel right if that girl went home and did something to herself, because then I would just be a part of the pile on. And there is seemingly a Meg hate train going on across socials. I'm apologizing to Meg.
All right, so that is the Joe Budden, Meg Thee Stallion situation that's been going on. So basically, Joe said what he had to say. Meg Thee Stallion has been quiet throughout this entire trial, throughout everything that everyone has been saying to her. She's been good. She hasn't been saying anything. So when he initially said, hey, look, I don't really like her, I'm not digging her because it's something that she does to my friends, then, Joe is in the industry. He's going to hear things that, that we aren't going to necessarily hear. So if you formulated that opinion, fine. Okay, understood. Vivica Fox speaking out, I don't think she was a little bit too outspoken about it. I just felt like she gave her opinion. We're all in the industry of giving our opinions. So look, she gave her opinion on it, and I feel like we really have to watch out for the shut the fuck ups. Especially Joe Budden. He's been telling a lot of people to shut the fuck up a lot lately, and it's just like, no. But I feel like the way in which you articulate what it is that you're saying is very powerful. If you have an opinion about something, you can articulate those sentiments without being harsh, brash, or anything like that. He was very harsh with his response to Vivica A Fox, kind of counting her pockets and like saying, hey, look, bud, don't come for me. And then he like right after that goes and apologizes to Megan Thee Stallion. So it's like, why curse out Vivica A Fox and Claudia Jordan for what they said if you go and apologize to the chick just a couple days later? I just feel like, you know what, Joe is Joe. We all know Joe to be Joe and do nothing else but what Joe does. So, let Joe be Joe. But I just feel like, I feel like we should keep the beefs. If Megan Thee Stallion have beef with somebody else in the industry, let them have the beef. Don't pick up the beef on yourself, because you might pick up fights and fight on people battles that you have no business fighting. And I'm happy that Megan Thee Stallion just stayed silent. And those are my thoughts on this situation going on here with Megan Thee Stallion, Joe Budden, Vivica A Fox, and Claudia Jordan. Nonetheless, we'll chat next time. Bye.